probably a last class of Materia, and today we'll try to finish it as fast as we can. So I think we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes to join others, and then we'll start the class. Just check your mics whether it's you can unmute yourself or not, or am I audible or visible? So just any technical issue, please inform. Am I audible? Just unmute
Yes,
and
ma'am.
okay, okay. We'll wait 5 minutes or maybe 4 minutes more. Okay, so I think we should start now. So in our last class, we started the mental symptom and we have studied with a whole lot of comparison and we have finished the A group. So let's see here, bapticia. I have only picked out the important symptoms or which have already come in your exam. So we'll see. Okay. So bapticia important symptom is perfect indifference. Don't care to do anything, inability to fix the mind on work. It's an important symptom of bapticia. Okay, so now we have some similar lines and we can do the comparison now. So if you know the answer, please unmute yourself and just speak louder. So indifferent even to one's family, to one's occupation, to those whom she loves best.
Sepia.
Good. So it is sepia. The second one, entire indifference to life, sure she will die. Sure she will die. So this she is the differentiating word. It's not he. If it would be he, then the medicine would be other. So which medicine is this? Anyone?
Actifloratum.
No, it's not lag defloratum. It has some similar lines, but it is not not lactofluoritum. It is phytolacca. Entire indifference to life, sure she will die. So indifference, sure she will die. Phyto. Okay. Next is indifference to the affairs of life. See, I have bolded it. That means this one is the differentiating word or sentence. So what is it? To the affairs of life, prostrated to those things and stupefied with grief that used to be the most interest, especially if there be debility and emaciation. Which one? Anyone? Anyone? So see, there is a debility and emaciation, indifference also to the affairs of
Phosphoric
life.
acid.
Yes, this one is phosphoric acid. So this is acid phos. Now, the the last one is to everything and everyone. So it is important. Everything and everyone. Angry at trifles and perfectly harmless things, but this one is but sorry for it. This one would be but sorry for it.
Lyco.
No, this one is not LIGO. But sorry for it.
Miserium.
Good. This one is Meserium. Okay. So the next important symptom of baptisia is aversion to mental exertion, indisposed on want want of power to think. Okay. This one would be or want of power to think. Just correct it. And so we have some similar line with this particular line also. So inability to think or to perform any mental labor which causes headache, feels stupefied if he tries to exert himself. See the bold one because these are the differentiating words. So inability to think. Here what it is written aversion to mental exertion and want of power to think. Which medicine is this?
Variety.
No, something in the group of carb only.
Calcaria car.
No. What next we have? What other group in carb? Causes headache. Inability to think or to perform any mental labor causes headache. Which one?
Bacteria phos natrium carb.
Natrum carb. Good. So this one would be natrum carb. So see, now you can slowly now you're seeing no how questions are coming and how it has been formed and how it is confusing. But you need to answer it precisely. So natrum carb. So the next medicine, bismuth. So important line is solitude is unbearable, desires company, child holds onto its mother's hand for company. So this one would be the differentiating sentence. Child holds on to its mother's hand for company. So, so here we have calicarb, lyco, lilium TIG in the bracket. So let's see what we have here. Okay. So cannot bear to be alone, worse in the dark and solitude. Which medicine? Dark
Stramonium.
stramonium. Very good. So this would be your stramonium. Now, dreads of men. Dreads of men of solitude. Irritable, melancholy, fear of being alone. So this is dread of men, sorry. Dread of men of solitude, irritable, melancholy, fear of being alone. Which medicine?
CPR.
Not CPR. You're somewhat
Lycopodium.
close. Which one?
Lycopodium.
Yeah, good. Lycopodium. Okay. So the third one is great aversion to being alone. In bracket we have arsenic, bismuth, lyco. Great aversion to being alone.
मैम थोड़ा फ्रंट थोड़ा बड़ा कर दीजिए, बहुत छोटा है.
फॉन्ट बड़ा कर दूं? एक सेकंड, इसको जूम करना पड़ेगा. देखो आप ठीक है?
यस मैम.
Okay. So dreads of men of solitude, irritable, melancholy, fear of being alone. Sorry, this one. Great aversion to being alone. Which medicine?
Ma'am, Kali.
Good, very good. Cali carb. So this would be Cali carb. Okay. Okay, the last one, desire to be alone. This one,
Naxvomica.
only desire to be. Which medicine? Who said? Repeat once.
Naxvomica.
Yeah, nuts vomica. Very good. And we have one more. Desire to be alone.
Ignitia.
Very good. Ignatia. So these are of medicine of your solitude or desire to be alone. Just remember the differentiating words or sentence. And the second important of line of mental symptom of bismuth is anguish. He sits, then walks, then lies, never long in one place. Okay. So borax. So borax, we have important symptom is dread of downward motion in nearly, what is the line? Anyone please confirm it? Dread of downward motion in nearly all complaints, no? Just confirm because I think I've missed the all.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So dread of downward motion in nearly all complaints. Now, dread of motion, which medicine?
Canicula.
Good. Panicula. This one, faint and weak, especially when going downwards, can go up enough.
Sternum
This one,
met. Sternum met.
very good. Sternum met. This would be sternum mid. Okay. Calcareas. Okay. Important symptom. The slightest emotion causes palpitation of heart. In bracket, we have lithium carb. This one, which medicine? Sudden shock in heart. Sudden shock in heart. Common sense. Make it. I've just told you that in bracket we have lithium carb. And in here also in bracket I have given B. That means the symptom is in boric, not in allen. So the symptom is from which medicine? Anyone? Sudden shock in heart. This is lithium carb only. This is lithium carb only. This one, it's a very, very important line. It has the line has come in many of the examinations. And the brackets are also very important because it comes like all of the above or all the medicines or only this medicine. So the least mental excitement causes profuse return of menstrual flow. Which
Calcaria.
medicine? Good. So this is Calcarea card. Please remember these two also. Okay. And one more symptom we have is fear she will lose her reason or the people will observe her mental confusion. In bracket actia. So brackets also have given because the symptoms are coming nowadays. It's not only calcaria that can give only calcaria, that can give calcaria or actia or that both. So you need to mark both. Okay. Calcarea phos, important, very important one. So what we have here, that feels complaints more when thinking about them. Important mental symptom we have in the bracket Helonius oxalic acid. Now just tell me one by one these similar lines belongs to which medicine. So always better. This is E, better. So always better when occupied when thinking of the ailment. Always better when occupied when thinking of the ailment.
Helliborus.
No, it's not Helliborus.
Meadow.
No, I've written the first word. This is Helonius.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, this is Helonius. So this is Helonius. Now this one, pains very violent in spots, words, motion and thinking of them. Motion and thinking of them.
काली बाई
In
काली ब्रो में से करके
in spots. Calibi में ही है सिर्फ. Spot में. Who said oxalic acid? Yeah, oxalic acid is the correct answer. So this is oxalic acid. What's happening? Oxalic acid. Now this one, pain better while thinking of it. Bracket
Camphor.
camphor. Good. Now, aggravation when thinking of his ailments. Aggravation when thinking of his ailments. Which medicine?
Calcarea fos.
No, calcarea to we studied. Feels complains more when thinking about it. Which medicine?
Calcemium.
Gelsemium. Okay. Okay, can anyone say in Helleborus is there any symptom related to this particular similar line, Helleborus? I think it is not there. It is only written in the bracket. Just check once whether any symptoms like it is present in the Helleborus or not. I think it's not there. If you find anything like from other book, then please add it. Okay. So this one, many symptoms aggravates when thinking of them. Many symptoms. See, many. Which medicine? Anyone? No one. It is Medo. Medo. So just recapitulate once because this one is a little bit confusing. So Calcarea falls feels complaints more when thinking about them. Always better when occupied when thinking of the ailment is Helonius. Pains very violent in spots. See, if there is pain in spots and an aggravation of thinking of it, then oxalic acid. आंख बंद करके just mark oxalic acid. Pain better while thinking of that. Two medicines we have Helleborus camphor. Aggravation when thinking of his ailments is gelsemium, and many symptoms. Aggravation when thinking of them is meadow. Okay. So now cannabis indica. Important symptom is great apprehension on approaching death. So here, death we have already discussed in aconite, fear of death and everything. So I'm not discussing it again. Just go through with the lecture once again. Now this one, excessive loquacity, delirium tremens, excessive loquacity, exaggeration of time and distance. Now, which medicine? This one, similar lines, disposed to talk continually. In bracket, we have lachesis and cicuta.
Argentum
Anyone?
nitricum. Argentum nitricum.
No, not argentum. Not argentum. This is stramonium. Stramonium. Okay. Now this medicine, this is very easy. Great loquacity, wants to talk all the time. This one,
Lachesis. Lachesis.
lachesis. Very good. Jumps from one word to another. Jumps from one word to another. Leads a story. So this is lachesis. This one, forgetfulness. We have taken a small keyword so that it will be a little bit easier for you. So, forgetfulness is the main characteristic of cannabis. Okay. So what we have, forgetfulness. The main symptom is this one, very forgetful, forget his last words and ideas, begins a sentence and forgot what he intends to speak. So this one, begins a sentence and forgot what he intends to speak. No, this one is this one only, that cannabis only. Okay. The same medicine. So this one, sudden loss of memory, this symptom, similar symptom. Sudden loss of memory, everything seems to be in a dream. Patient is greatly troubles about his forgetfulness. Patient is
Sel-
greatly troubled. Which medicine?
Selenium. Selenium.
No, not selenium. Anyone? A very common medicine. The patient, the medicine has a
Anacardium.
canine heart.
An-
Yeah, very
Anacardium.
good. Anacardium. So this is anacardium. Okay. This one, very forgetful, absent-minded, makes purchases and walks without them. See, this is the key line, sentence. In writing, use too many words or not the right ones, omits final letters in word. Which medicine?
Lactanol.
Lactan. Very good.
Lactanol.
Yeah, this one is Lactan. Lactan. Okay, this one. Weakness of memory, cannot remember names. Words or initial letters has to words or initial letters. Has to ask the name of the most intimate friend, even forgets his own name. This is the differentiating
Rhinum.
Mido.
Medorrhinum. Medorrhinum. Good. Medorrhinum. Okay, Dulcamara, I've written here the name of the medicine. I think Dulcamara has some similar sort of symptom, but no, I think this is not in Allen. Just find in Boric if you have the symptom, similar symptom, then please add it.
Ma'am, it is mental
Okay,
confusion. Cannot find the right word for anything.
okay, right word. It is in Allen, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right word. So right word. Okay. Now this one, this is a actually very like uncommon medicine, but it has came once in UPSC. So the medicine is chlorum, especially for names. This is chlorum, chlorum. Okay. This one does not recognize well-known street. Which medicine? Well-known street. Anyone?
Lilium.
Anyone?
Postpartum.
Nux mostata. Okay. The last one. Loss of memory, cannot remember the names of, this is of, book, persons or places. This one is the differentiating sentence. Arithmetic calculation becomes difficult. Which medicine? Anyone?
Syphilis.
Yeah, very good. This is Cifilinum medicine. Dalkamara. Yeah, see the here the symptom is mental confusion, cannot find the right word for anything. Okay, this one called things by wrong name. This is not in Allen. This is in Boric, but the question has come. Called things by wrong name. This is diascoria. Boric. Okay, can anyone say what is the common name of diascoria? It comes like very often in your pharmacy. Anyone?
Wild yam. Wild yam.
Wild.
Yeah, good. Wild yam. Okay. Okay, this one is the ask very often from Dalkamara, headache relief by conversation. It is in Boric. Okay. Now Daphna indica. I know it's a little bit uncommon, like medicine, not in your Allen, but the question comes from this part that this one. First of all, the common name, fox glove. Okay. And here, what mental symptom comes that parts of the body feels separated. So we have similar lines or in other medicines. So this one cannot go to sleep because uh, cannot go to sleep because she cannot get herself together. Head or body feels scattered about the bed, tosses about to get the pieces together. Through thought she was 3%, could not keep them covered.
Baptisia.
Yeah, Baptisia. So this is the underlying is the differentiating sentence. So this is Baptisia. This one, during sleep on delirium, imagines that one leg and double. One imagines that one leg is double. This is not and, this is double. That another person lies alongside of him in same bed. That there are two babies in the bed. This one, petroleum. Very
Petroleum.
good. Very good. Petroleum. See, here one question came that both. Valeriana is also important because the question can come like both. Okay. So petroleum. So Ferramet amelioration from mental exertion is a very, very important symptom and also excited from slightest opposition. This has come in one of the UPSC paper that it is in boric. So whatever I've written B, that means the symptom found in boric. Okay, fluoric acid, indifference towards those loved best. So you can add also like in the indifference part, this fluoric acid. Okay. So indifference towards those loved best. Inability to realize responsibility, buoyancy. This has also come in one of your exam uh, from fluoric acid, from boric. So gelsemium. Important is Line is excitable, irritable, sensitive for the nervous affection of onanist of both sexes. So this particular line come and both the options are given, gelsemium and caliphos. Now you have to mark caliphos and gelsemium both. Then general depression from heat of the summer. We have some similar lines with this particular.
मैम प्लीज थोड़ा
mm,
लिख नहीं पाया मैं ऊपर
slowly.
यस मैम
Okay. Tell me where have you finished this one? Fluoric acid, indifference towards those loved best. So this indifference part, जो मैंने बताया था indifference वाला medicines में, you can add that in a similar line. And inability to realize responsibility, buoyancy, this particular word is only in the fluoric acid, in boric. So if you see a question, so आंख बंद करके this would be fluoric acid. Gelsemium, we have a similar this one medicine from this particular line, general depression from heat of summer. So basically heat of summer, if we take this word and then we can differentiate it. See this one. Great debility caused by heat of summer. Which medicine?
Palibicrom.
Calibicrom. No, not calibicrom. Great debility caused by heat of summer. In bracket, we have antim crude also. This is again in carb group. This is natrum carb. In bracket, we have antim crude also. This one cannot bear heat of sun. Important symptom. Actually, it comes like many times because it has too many medicines in the bracket. So it is very important as per your MCQ. So which medicine is this? Anyone?
ग्लोनाइनम
नो नॉट ग्लोनाइनम ग्लोनाइनम तो इसके ब्रैकेट में दिया ही है
Lachesis.
नो नॉट लैकेसिस which medicine
Lycopodium.
लाइसिन
lysine very good this is lysine okay so the second important symptom from gelsemium we have is this bad effects from exciting news and sudden emotion so where there is sudden emotion okay that is this one gelsemium okay so sudden emotion and in bracket we have ignatia cut this one this is nothing okay so from pleasant surprises it's
कॉफिया
Coffee.
good porphyria so this is porphyria mortifying nuisances bad effects of mortifying nuisances
इग्निशिया
no not ignatia which medicine
Lycopodium.
Not lycopodium. This is again lysine.
Lysinum.
Lysinum. Good. So this is lysine. Okay. So this one, nervous affection of cigar makers. It's an important symptom of gelsemium that has come in your, I think, PSC or some you in PPSC or something. Okay. So glonoine, this symptom has come once from boric, important one. Cannot recognize the localities. Cannot recognize the localities is an important symptom from your glonoine. Okay. See, you must have noticed that I've written this Graphitis naturalis. The whole name of this medicine I've written because this has come once. What is the full name of graphitis? Okay. So here the important symptom is music. So we have already studied that music comparison in aconite. So I'm not repeating that one. So let's dive into the second symptom is excessive cautiousness, timid hesitates, unable to decide about anything. So this one, unable to decide about anything. Bracket में pulsatilla we have. So both the medicines are there, pulsatilla as well as graphitis. Okay, next is hamamelis. Hamamelis, we have important symptom is wants the respect due to me shown. That means the person is craving for the respect. So hamamelis, this is an important symptom from boric. This has come once, I think twice in your exam, not AIPG8, I guess, some of the other competitive exams. Okay, so let's go Helleborus. Helleborus, important one is irritable, easily angered, consolation, aggravation. So this is the important part, consolation, aggravation. So you'll get one line. Everyone will, mark in consolation, aggravation. That means natrum mur. But no, the particular line is in Helleborus. Irritable, easily angered, consolation, aggravation. In bracket, we have ignatia, natrum, sepia, and salacia. Okay. Hypersulf, important anguish in the evening and night with thoughts of suicide. So this one is also in the boric. Hyoscyamus, lascivious mania is important. Lascivious mania, immodesty will not be covered. Kicks of the clothes exposes the person, sings obscene songs, lies naked in the bed. Okay, from one, when we'll study relationship, so in relationship also there's a one medicine, one line comes that if that fails, then which medicine? Phosphorus. So these two medicines are important. And this line has also come suspicious of some plot. Okay. I'm moving it, huh? Okay. Ignatia, important one. So, Ignatia, we have mental condition rapidly in an almost incredibly short time. Changes from joy to sorrow, from laughing to weeping. We have many medicines in the bracket, but moody. See, I have marked it bold. So moody, if you don't remember any other symptoms, if you find moody, this is ignatia. So this one, weeping from delight, alternate laughing and weeping. weeping from delight, alternate laughing and weeping. Which medicine? Anyone? No one. This one is coffea. So, weeping from delight, alternate laughing and weeping, that is coffea. Okay. So, next is frequent and extreme changes in sensation. Sudden from the greatest hilarity to the deepest despondency. Similar, that line changes from joy to sorrow, from laughter to which medicine is this? Anyone? It's a very common medicine. Who's messaging? Starting pages. Acha, we'll do it in like at the end of the class. So which medicine? No one? Am I audible or everybody is sleeping? Latest hilarity to the deepest despondency. This is crocus. 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 This one? Sudden change from grave to gay, from lively to serene. In bracket, we have platina.
Pulsatilla.
No, not pulsatilla. Pulsatilla में ऐसा कोई symptom है ही नहीं कि मतलब joy से, sorrow से again the patient becomes, in the alternative mode. So there is from grave to gay, from lively to serene. In bracket, we have platina. This is which medicine? Nux?
That's moisture.
Nux moschata. Good. Good. Nux moschata. This one? For the hysterical patients, alternate gay and sad who cry easily. Hysterical. See, hysterical and who cry easily. Every similar sentence has its own. Which medicine? No, not Ignatia. Ignatia, to we said na earlier that moody, from laughing to weeping. This one is
Valeriana.
platina. 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 Okay. So the next important symptom is person mentally and physically exhausted by long concentrated grief of ignatia, important symptom, mental symptom. Third is this one, involuntary signing. This lachesis and calcarea phos. So this is very important as it has three medicines. So three medicines in involuntary signing, lachesis, calcarea phos, and ignatia. In ignatia, there's no particular line in lachesis and calphos, so you need to remember this line with a weak, empty feeling at a pit of stomach, which is not ameliorated by eating. Okay. Next is inconstant, impatient, irresolute, quarrelsome. So this is you can, like, if you see this line, it is a very common line, okay? But this line mistakes very often. but this is a very important line. Inconstant, impatient, irresolute. Irresolute is only written in here, in Ignatia. Then children, when reprimanded, scolded, or sent to bed, get sick or have convulsion in sleep. This is also an important mental symptom of Ignatia. Okay. Calibrome. So calibrome, we have important symptoms. There's fits of uncontrollable weeping and profound melancholy, delusion. Here, loss of memory, forgets how to talk, absent-minded, had to behold the word before he could speak it. So this one you can add on that anacardium, in that anacardium where we were studying that absent-minded or forgetful. Basically, we were studying forgetful. You can add this calibrome, this similar line to it over there. Then here, what is the important like differentiating sentences? Before he could speak it. So he had to be told the word before he could speak it. That is calibrome. Then depressed, love-spirited, anxious, feels as if they would lose their minds. They will lose their minds. Fourth important symptom is restlessness, sleeplessness due to worry and grief, loss of property of reputation from business embarrassment. So now we were studying in our last class from business embarrassment. We studied there's hyoscyamus, there was ambra, and one more medicine is added, calibrome. Please add this line to those similar groups so that you can compare it. Okay. Horrible dreams cannot be comforted by friends. See, what these are very flat mental symptoms. Okay, these don't have any comparisons, but these lines are as equally as important to that comparative line. Okay, delusion of conspiracies against him, night terrors of children. Only two medicines, one is calibrome and califos. This comes very often, this line. I'm removing it. Okay. Lachesis. So women who have not recovered from the change of life have never felt well since that. Okay. So we have similar lines in other medicines also. Not very similar, but kind of. So we can remember those lines with this. So this one, the first serious impairment of health is referred to puberic age, have never been well since. Been. So this one is the differentiating
Pulsatile.
word. Yeah, very good. So this is pulsatilla. This one, cicatrices, especially burns,
Caustic.
scalds. Which one? Causticum.
Caustic.
Very good. Causticum. So never since been well since, if we take this particular keyword, then we can do the differentiation. If you can't like write it like if I'm going like very fast, then what you can do, you can take a screenshot. Okay, this one important line of from Lachesis. Sad in the morning, no desire to mix with the world. This is in Boric, not in Allen, but we have we have similar symptom, some sort of symptom with this. This is depressed and anxious in the evening. So basically, this is sad in the morning. This medicines has symptom which is depressed and anxious in the evening. Which medicine? This is from Allen only, not from Boric. Anyone? Anyone?
Nitric acid.
This is,
Nitric acid.
yeah, nitric acid. Nitric acid. So this is your nitric acid. Depressed and anxious in the evening. This part. Important part is loquacity of your lachesis. So loquacity only we give, like we know loquacity, that means lachesis only, but we have some other medicines also. So what is the symptom of lachesis? Is great loquacity, wants to talk all the time. This one jumps from one idea to another. One word often leads to another story. We have agaricus and we have stramonium. So see this line. Delirium, loquacious, talks all the time, sings, makes verses. So this is the differentiating sentence that makes verses, raves, stimulates belladonna and hyoscyamus, yet differs in degree.
Harmonium.
Stramonium, very good. This one, disposed to talk continually.
Harmonium. Tremonium.
Yeah, stramonium. Okay. This one, cannabis indica, also we have some loquacity, similar kind of symptoms. So we have already discussed like earlier in the earlier of this class. So I'm not discussing it again. This is important and very confusing also. So this one, cross, irritable, child cries and screams all day, especially at night. We have Jalappa, Nux moschata, Sorinum.
Lyco.
No, this line is particularly from Lacan only. This green one. That's why I've marked it green because we are studying this medicine. No. So Lacan, we have symptom cross, irritable, child cries and screams all day, especially at night. Bracket में we have Jalappa, Nux moschata, Sorinum. This is the symptom of Lacan. Now this one. The child is good all day but screams and is restless and troublesome at night. Which
Jalapa.
medicine?
Jalapa.
Jalapa.
Jalapa. Very good. Jalapa. This one? Sick babies will not sleep
Soranum.
day. Very good. Sorinum. But worry, fret, cry, child goes play all day, restless, troublesome, screams at night. So sick babies. Okay, this is Sorinum. This one? Babies cry all day, sleeps at night.
Lyco.
Lycopodium.
Lycopodium. Very good. So this is Lycopodium. This one, sleepy all day, awake all night, body aches all over. Actually, this is not related to child. This one, body
Staphylococcus.
aches. Yeah, staphysagria. Very good. This is staphysagria. Staph. This one, children cry and toss about all night. Toss about all night. Which medicine? Anyone? This is which medicine?
Ma'am, rheum.
Rheum. Very good. Rheum. So these were related to your child. So we have Jalapa, Sorinum, Lycos, Staph, Rheum, and Lichen. Second important symptom is of your lichen is this fear of falling downstairs. So we got borax, we got sanicula, and one more medicine we have this lichen. Fear of falling downstairs, and also it has fear of becoming insane. Bracket in bracket Lilium tig. Okay, so in related to fear, we had already done fear, and but here fear of being alone, insanity, heart disease. Which medicine?
Helium tig.
Good. Lilium tig. See, fear of falling downstairs and also fear of becoming insane is in Lacan. Okay. So we have one symptom, fear of being alone and insanity, heart disease. This is also Lilium tig. Lilium tig. Lilium tig. Okay. This one, sensation as if going insane, as if about to be paralyzed or apathy and indifferent. So insane fear of
Syphilis.
very good. This is syphilinum. This is syphilinum. Okay. So important symptom from lichen we have chronic blue condition. Everything seems so dark that it can grow no darker. We can compare it with actia. In actia, what we have? There is a black, no?
Ma'am, black cloud above.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, so this one we can compare with actia. One more important from boric, mental symptom from boric is this feels as if walking on the air or if not touching the bed when lying down. Not touching the bed when lying down. Okay. This one, who can answer? This feels he is hovering in the air like a spirit. This is actually a symptom of from Allen only. Lacan bracket में है which medicine?
Ma'am, hyper.
No, not hypericum.
Ma'am, European.
We were studying in last class, no? There's oversensitivity, there is lightning matches. We had some, we studied one medicine.
European.
Yeah. So this is Asaram. Imagines he is hovering in the air like a spirit. Lag death, important symptom, fear of death. We had comparison in aconites, so just go through with that lecture. Second one is sensation as if cold air was blowing on her, even while covered up as if sheets were damp. So this is very important that sheets were damp, lag death. Lilium tick, tormented about her salvation. We have three more medicines, lyco, sulfur, veratrum. Then wild, crazy feelings on the vertex, confused ideas. Okay. Here, profound depression of spirits, important symptom. Profound depression of spirits. Who can tell me this symptom? Great depression of spirits. Great. Actually, here, please write it, add this great, because this great is only a differentiating word here. So the here profound depression, here is the great depression of spirits. Which medicine?
Ma'am, Kalika.
No, not Calica. This is Murex. Murex. Okay. This one, last symptom of Lilium tig is listless, yet cannot sit still, restless, yet does not want to walk, must keep busy to repress sexual desire. So this is a very common symptom and everyone can answer this. So important and confusing is this one. Profound depression of spirit, great depression of spirit is Murex. Okay, so lycopodium is the next medicine. We have just is going. Just give me 2 seconds now. Okay. So lycopodium weeps all day, cannot calm herself, very sensitive, even cries when thanked. Dread of men is also in this lycopodium, but there were other like symptoms also. So you can differentiate it. Here, constant fear of breaking down under stress from Boric. Cannot read what he writes, also in lycopodium. Shakes head without apparent cause. This has come. Shakes head without apparent cause is lycopodium. Okay. Lysine, mental emotion or mortifying news always makes him worse. We have already studied and now we can compare it with coffea. Medorinum, there is constantly loses the thread of conversion. Very important symptom. And this one also, time passes too slowly. This comparison also we have done in the last class. So you can refer that one. Then this one, many symptoms are aggravates when thinking of them. Many symptoms. We have already done this comparison. Okay. So next is this one, mellilotus. So mellilotus, there is religious melancholy, very depressed. Sorry, this one. Religious melancholy with an intensely red face. The symptom belongs to mellilotus. We have some similar line. Religious melancholy, very depressed, sad, suicidal thoughts, despair of salvation, of recovery. Which medicine?
Valeriana.
No, not valeriana.
Lilium.
Lac defloratum.
No, not lac defloratum.
And lilium.
Anyone? Salvation सिर्फ
Lilium take.
लिलियम में ही नहीं है. Which medicine?
Soranum.
Soranum. So religious melancholy, very depressed, sad, suicidal thoughts, despair of salvation. Okay. Next is, so whose mic is I think on? It's continuously the voice is coming up. So just check and just talk. Only if I asked to unmute. Okay, thank you. So
दीपावली के इधर ऊपर वाला बात हो रहा है
Rituraj, mute yourself.
thank you.
क्या
So delusion thinks everyone is looking at her, fears to talk loud. Who's
Ma'am, Rituraj.
please just tell him to unmute. Sorry, mute himself. Mute. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So where we were? We were the second important symptom is delusion. Thinks everyone is looking at her. Fears to talk loud. This one wants to run away and hide. This symptom has also came once. Okay. Mercurius. Hurried and rapid talking. In Mercurius bracket we have hyperself. This one, quick hasty speech and hasty drink. Which medicine?
Hepa.
Hyperself. Very good. Indifference is the indifference also in Mercurius. We have already done in Baptisia. So see Baptisia lecture for that. I'm not going to repeat it here. Okay. So natrum card. Important one. Symptom is attacks of anxiety and restlessness during a thunderstorm is the symptom of natrum card. In bracket we have phosphorus. Okay, similar lines we have nervous person who dread of a storm and particularly afraid of thunder. Aggravation before the storm, specially an electric storm. So this one is the differentiating word. Specially an electric storm. In bracket we have natrum card.
Rhododendron.
Very good. It is rhododendron. So just remember what all medicine we have in the bracket. We have natrum card, we have phosphorus, we have soranum, and also silicea, along with or rhododendron. So this one, ailments which are worst before and during thunderstorm.
Petroleum.
Very good. This is petroleum. Petroleum. Okay. This symptom of another symptom of natrum carp, sensitive to the presence of contained individual. Just a second. Certain. It is not contain, it is certain individual. This one would be certain. Please correct it. This is certain. So sensitive to the presence of certain individual. This is in natrum carp from boric. Natrum mure gets into a passion about trifle, especially when consoled with. See, here what we have, this symptom gets into a passion about trifle, especially when consoled with. Second is sad, weepy mood without cause, but consolation from others aggravates her trouble. So everyone knows this line, and you can also get confused with that Helleborus line also. So if possible, just write it alongside both the symptom. Then natrum self, sad, gloomy, irritable, worse in the morning. So we have done in aconite lecture this sad and irritable words in the morning. So just go through with the lecture for the comparison part. You're depressed, lively music makes us sad. Satiety of life must use great self-control to prevent shooting. This is in natrum sulf. Okay. Nitric acid, we have some important symptom. Overexertion of mind and body from nursing the sick. So we have cocculus. In cocculus also, what line we have? Is there any line in cocculus? Just check.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is the line? Just speak louder. What is the line? Actually, I haven't added. So just say that so that people can, relate to it and
Bad
people
effect
can.
from loss of sleep, mental
Okay.
excitement, night watching.
Okay, good. So please add that line with here, like in your notes. Okay. So overexertion of mind and body from nursing the sick, cocculus, anguish from the loss of his dearest friend, indifference, tired of life. Great anxiety about his disease, constantly thinking about his past trouble. So this one also you can add here where we have fear of disease, but there you can add it as an anxiety just to get just to remember it easily. That great anxiety about disease, constantly thinking about his past trouble. So wherever you see this one, past troubles, that means it is nitric acid. Yeah, this one. Marked fear of cholera. It is in nitric acid. In bracket, arsenic. So this is marked fear of cholera. Sadness before menses. Okay. Nux moschata. Important line is great indifference to everything. Which medicine this one? Indifference to everything and everyone?
CPF.
Fear.
No, not sepia.
Phosphoric acid.
Magnesia.
No, not that one. Everything and everyone. Mesarium. This is mesarium. Indifference to everything and everyone. Okay. So nux vomica, persons who are very particular, careful but inclined to become easily excited, irascible. So see, like I have said, irresolute. Here is one word, irascible, which we only see in this nux vomica. Opium. So delirium, constant taking. So in delirium, you can add in, Baptisia or somewhere else in the delirium group if you want to. Delirium, constantly talking, eyes wide open, face red. Actually, it will not go with that group because that is something else. So just remember it. Puffed on unconscious, or this would be or eyes glassy. So remember this one. Wherever, if you don't remember the whole line, just remember eyes glassy. As I told you, remember moody, eyes glassy. So these are differentiating word. So eyes glassy, half closed, face pale, deep coma, preceded by stupor. This is opium. See, thinks she is not at home. This is continually in her mind. Important line or important symptom. Unable to understand or appreciate his sufferings. From Borik, it is important line. Petroleum, ailments from riding in a carriage, railroad car or ship.
आप भी खाओगे उसमें से खाओ आप मांगा भी कुछ
Who's
खाते हो
again unmute?
टीतल की पत्नी ना तुम वहाँ
Okay, so petroleum, ailments from riding in a carriage, railroad car, or in a ship. We have cocculus and sanicula. So here, remember the ship. Ship is only written in petroleum, not no anywhere in the other medicine. So, anyone? Nausea from riding in a carriage?
Coculus.
Boat?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Here, remember nausea. So, this is cocculus. This one? Aggravation carriage. Very good. Remember this one. Backache while riding in a carriage. Only in Nux. This one. Nausea and vomiting from car or carriage riding.
Canicula.
Sanicula. Very good. This line is also very confusing. Remember that. Okay, important line from petroleum also. This loses his way in streets. Boric. This has come once in exam, in your exam. So feels that death is near, must hurry to settle affairs. So this is also an important one. Okay, this one. So listless phosphoric acid, indifferent, someone was saying in the indifferent part. Yes, listless, apathetic, indifferent to the affairs of life, prostrated, stupefied with grief, those things that used to be the most interest, especially if there be debility and emaciation. So we have already covered this in Baptisia. So this one, apathetic, unwilling to talk, answers slowly, moves sluggishly. Which medicine? Which medicine? This is phosphorus. Okay. So this one, intellectual torpor, gradually apathy. Which medicine?
Sadness.
This is plumbum. It's all P. Plumbum. Acid phos, plumbum, phosphorus. So we need to finish it fast. Maybe we'll take one more 1 hour or 1.5 hours class next or to finish it all. So let's do it quickly. So phosphorus, weary of life, full of gloomy forebodings. Here this, which one? Anxious, full of fear, evil forebodings. Which one? Who said? Which medicine? E. This is Surinam. So evil foreboding is the Surinam and gloomy foreboding is phosphorus. Another symptom, insanity with and exaggerated ideas of one's own importance. Phosphorus. This has come, I think, in UPSC paper. Okay. So physostigmine. Uncommon mental activity, cannot stop thinking. It's a symptom of physostigma. This one, unusual activity of mind and body. Who can say? Unusual activity of mind and body. This is cophia. Cophia. Okay. Podophilum. Depression of spirits. Imagines he is going to die or to very ill. Disgust for life. You can add it in aconite. That die. Okay. Going to die or something. Podophilum. Depression of spirits. Okay. Here in loquacity also you can add it in lachesis. Loquacity and delirium from eating acid fruits. So this is podophilum. Add in lachesis. Loquacity. Phytolacca. Entire indifference to life. Sure she will die. Here loss of personal delicacy. Disregard of surrounding objects. From boric. Important symptom. Platina, we have sensation of going larger in every direction, important. Satiety of life with taciturnity and fear of death. You can add this in aconite. See, now you can see as we are studying and as we are growing further, here are some more similar medicines are coming. So I haven't added, so rather I forgot to add it. You just add it. So here, mental symptoms appears as a physical symptom, disappears and vice versa. This one is important, irresistible impulse to kill. Plumbum, lassitude faints on going into a room full of company. So, full of company. Weakness or loss of memory, unable to find the proper word. And where we studied right word,
Dalkamara.
yeah, Dalkamara. Dalkamara, it was Dalkamara. Right word was Dalkamara. Here, delirium alternates with colic. We have similar symptom. Delirium during intermittent. Which medicine? Delirium during intermittent. This is Saber. No, Sabardilla. Sabardilla. In bracket, there is Podo. Okay. This one. Assume strangest attitude and position in bed. So assume strangest attitude and position is bed. This is in Plumbum. An important one, fear of being assassinated. So Rainam, fear he will die, that he will fail in business. See, again, we got one more die symptom. Fear he will die, that he will fail in business. It is not embarrassment of business, but you can add here just to remember, which medicines are in business. And one more medicine, I think it is related to business, Calcarea fluor in boric. I'm not sure, just go through once whether any line or something is written in mental symptom or not. Calcarea fluor in boric. Just mark and let me know in the next class. Pulsatilla, morbid dread of opposite sex and dread of men. Which medicine? Lyco, dread of men. Here, morbid dread of opposite sex. Now, mentally, an April day. This is important. Pulsatilla, mentally, an April day. Pyrogen, thinks he is very wealthy. It is in boric, not in Allen. Fields with crowded with arms and legs, cannot tell whether dreaming while awake or sleep. This is an important symptom from pyrogen also. Rustux, everyone knows, dreams of great exertion, rowing, swimming, working hard, of daily occupation. So this symptom is important because this Brainia and Rustux, that question comes that both Brainia or Rustux or both. So this is important. Now this one, Sabardilla. Illusion that he is sick.
पायरोजन वाला स्लाइड
हाँ देख एक सेकेंड. Pyrogen वाला एक ये है that thinks he is very wealthy, and second is feels with crowded with arms and legs, cannot tell whether dreaming or while awake or sleep. This all in boric, not in not in Allen, but these two lines have come. I'm moving it, huh? Now Sabadilla. Illusion that he's sick, parts shrunken, that she is pregnant, when merely distended from flatters, that she has some horrible throat disease that will be fatal. So here the differentiating line is this one. She is pregnant or throat, this one, throat disease that will be fatal. And fear of heart disease, which medicine?
चल के लिए आज
Uh, Not fear. That was not fear. That was palpitations. Fear of heart disease. We studied now. Lilium tig. Lilium tig. And Sabadilla is all about throat. So that fear of throat disease. And I think there was one symptom written that it will become cancerous or something. Just similar line. So just go and check. Okay. So this one, which medicine? Movement in abdomen as of a child. Which medicine?
Puja.
क्रोकस क्रोकस
No, not crocus. This is sulfur. This one, sensation as if something alive were moving in the stomach, abdomen, uterus, arms, or other parts of the body. This one. This one is crocus. This one is crocus. Something alive were moving in the stomach. Here, abdomen as if animal were crying. So animal were crying. Motion as if something alive protrudes here and there, like arm of a fetus. Like arm of a fetus. Which medicine? This is thuja. In bracket, we have Naxmoschata. अच्छा, नक्समोस्टाटा में कोई लाइन है क्या ऐसा? एक बार चेक करो तो. Is there any line in Naxmostrata? Just check quickly.
No, ma'am. Not exact, but in Borik, he thinks he has two heads.
Boric, you don't need to add it because, like, if you get a question and if you get a like this one, a proper symptom will not come from boric, at least from this part. So only you remember nuts moscata, like a group of medicine, as if Sabadilla. The similar line is present in Sabadilla, Thuja, Nux moscata, Crocus. So all of the above or all, just remember though in those group, not individually. So there is no line in individually line in this Nux moscata, at least in Allen. Boric, you don't need to remember that one. Just remember if single line is been asked. Okay. So Sanicula will finish our class up to Sanicula, and then in the next, I think I need one or 1.5 hour to complete the rest of my session. This one, mental and relationship. So Sanicula is constantly changing his occupation. Everyone knows. So now just quickly tell if you have any doubt or anything if you want to just want me to answer. We have a very small part left in relationship or this mental. So we have already almost finished only a few medicines. Where there is not much comparison left. And I have some important lines from Boric from Uncommon Medicine. So we'll finish that off in the next class. And relationship will start relationship and we'll finish it in the next class only in 1.5 hours. try to study in this way because I think this is a most appropriate way to remember if you do the comparison. And do not try to memorize it. I'm telling you continuously. Just read at least five medicines. Read daily, like a reading. And do not anything in your book like this symptom. Okay, fine, it is an important symptom. Just mark if you have marked it with a red, with a blue, or with a whatever. So what will happen? You'll just only see those symptoms. You will not see the other symptoms. So you'll just skip those symptoms. So I would suggest you to study in this way so you can remember it, in a very long run, Materia Medica. So now if you have any queries or anything, you can ask.
Ma'am, please
Yeah,
show the starting page.
starting page. Okay. This one you want to know?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me know when you finished.
Done.
Okay. So I think we have done pretty much over it. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class. Probably I'll finish it, or maybe I'll take FMD maybe in the next week. We'll let you know. Okay. Have a good day.
मैम
Bye-bye.
क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस कराएंगे आप मैम मटेरिया की
क्वेश्चन
ये
प्रैक्टिस
आईपीएसटी के
वैसे
सारे
तो प्रैक्टिस तो वैसे देखो पहले मुझे अपना ये जो पार्ट है वो कंप्लीट हो जाए, उसके बाद अगर रिक्वायर होगा तो तुम एक बार बात कर लेना नाजरा आपी से या कुछ, या फिर यू कैन ऑल्सो लाइक टेक माई पर्सनल नंबर एंड यू कैन आस्क वेदर इफ यू हैव एनी क्वायरीज, और कुछ भी अगर हो तो वैसे भी कर सकते हैं, 1 to 1 तुम लोग कॉल मुझे कर सकते हो एंड हम लोग पढ़ सकते हैं. आई लव टू स्टडी. ओके. Okay, then thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.